There's three different things you can do to deal with the attendance issue in Canvas. And this is the class that I've done the most work on. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Remember that when you're in Canvas, everything is based off of what you build in the assignments. The assignments is really the core of Canvas, and everything else is just different ways that both you and the students can see the assignments. Okay, I'm going to go into assignments. Okay, and when you're into assignments, you are looking at different categories of work. So you can separate out quizzes from projects, from book reports, from vocabulary assignments, from homework. Okay, this is totally up to you, and if you haven't done it yet, you can choose new group categories. So here I could say a math minute, or a vocabulary list, or something that is some sort of material that the student interacts with. All right. What you want to do, what you probably want to do is one thing that you can do, one of the three things that you can do with your attendance is create a different group, a standalone group that's either attendance or all other or something, and make that be 0% of the total grade. So when Canvas calculates grades for you, this does not, the student's performance in this category, even though you've recorded it, doesn't roll up into their grade. All right. So in my case, attendance is 0. And in fact, what I've chosen, even though I'm tracking these other things, what I've chosen is my students are graded on their chapter notes, their vocabulary, their in-class participation, and their weekly quizzes. All right. We do unit exams. They get grades on them, but that is a separate piece of information, and that does not accumulate. In my case, that does not accumulate into their grade for the class. All right. I've also got, as an aside, I've also got an extra credit category that doesn't roll up into their grade, but is certainly a way for them to make up something that they missed or didn't do well on. But that's not what you're interested in. You want to fix attendance. So one way that I can fix attendance is to put it in its own category that is 0. Okay? If I click on my little buttons here, I can edit attendance. Another way that you can deal with attendance, and I think this works even if you don't make it its own category, but just make it worth 0 points. So you're still tracking it, it's still data that Canvas has, but it's not worth anything in terms of the student's grade. So that is the second way that you can use Canvas to take attendance but not have it impact the student's grade. If you come down here into more options, the third way that you can deal with attendance in Canvas, so if I'm here and you see this on all the assignments, I already set it as being 0 points. I can toggle this here that says I do not want this to count into my total grade. So I can get a percentage or something else in terms of attendance. I haven't even really looked at that, but you have the option on all your assignments that you can grade it and give your student feedback, but not have it be part of their final grade for the class. So that's your 3 ways. I'm going to save this because Canvas doesn't always automatically save what you're doing. So a quick review. When I look at my assignments tab, I can either move attendance into a 0% group on the assignments, or I can click here, make attendance a 0 point animal, or I can go into the more options and toggle down And since I've already clicked it that it does not count toward the final grade, which I did right here, that should get me out of my attendance problem. So Canvas is tracking it. That's data that you can retrieve, but it does not roll up into the student's grade. Hope this helps.